Hello and welcome everyone back to No Cabin Fever today. With us today we have Alisa Tietz and Max Groß from Seibert Media. They will tell us a little bit about their home office survival guide with GSuite and Linchpin. And without further ado, I would like to hand over to Alisa and Max. So please enjoy.
Thank you, and hello from our side, everyone. Okay, so my name is Alisa, and I'm doing this webinar together with my colleague Max. Max and I, we are both product marketing manager at Seibert Media. Max for Google GSuite, and myself for our conference-based intranet Linchpin. And yeah, home office survival guide with GSuite and Linchpin. In times like these, we are all facing the same challenges. Yeah, we thought it would be a good idea to just share some insights into a typical workday remote at Seibert Media and to show you how our tools help us to keep everything going. And I would say let's just jump right into a quick demo to see how this looks like. So I'm starting my day, doesn't matter if in the office or if it's a remote working day. I start my day with logging into our social intranet, Linchpin. Our social intranet is based on Atlassian Confluence. And when I log into our intranet, then I'm on the intranet dashboard. And the first thing I see here right now is that I get a friendly reminder to complete my user profile. And in times of Corona, we made the mobile number field a mandatory field because it's very important to reach colleagues in urgent cases. And yeah, looks like I haven't completed my user profile yet. I would do this. So, and after that, I won't get this pop up again. So, and now I'm here on our intranet dashboard, and you can see on the left side, there are some company news. There are mandatory company news on top, and underneath there are some other news that could be based on location or your team. And as you can see, they are all a bit remote related. So recipe IDs for the home office. And on the right side, there are some upcoming events, also remote, beer o'clock, usually it's Friday afternoon in the office, now it's remote, and also a Linchpin demo or an Agile conference that will be remote. Furthermore, on the bottom of the intranet dashboard, there's the microblog, and the microblog is for quick and easy communication. Colleagues, for example, share some impressions from their home office setup, or impressions from Friday afternoon's beer o'clock. And yeah, another thing we added a few weeks ago when this all started is the remote lounge. We added another menu item here, remote lounge. And here we just created a conference page and we linked all video chat rooms of our teams. And like that, it's very easy to contact other teams and discuss topics or just do a little small talk. Yeah, when we click here, we are right in the Google chat room of the team. And yeah, one thing I want to show you quickly is the mobile number I entered earlier is now visible in my user profile. So this is my user profile, and on top you can see that the mobile number from the beginning is now visible here. And by the way, all the information in my profile can be used to personalize the whole intranet for me. So for example, based on location, interests, or my team, the navigation, the dashboard, for example, news or events can be personalized for me. So, and as I mentioned before, our intranet is based on Atlassian Confluence, and all functionality that's available in Confluence is also available here. And so in advance, this webinar, my colleague Max and we created a page, Confluence page here in our intranet, where we prepared everything for the webinar, from finding the topic to linking the presentation slides. It's all in one place. One more thing we used in preparation of this webinar is something that's in this sidebar. Here are some interesting links to colleagues saved for later pages and my apps. And here, like the most important external tools can be linked. And for example, the Hangouts chat is linked in this sidebar, and I can, for example, contact Max via chat to organize a call or something about this webinar. So, and at this point, I will hand over to Max, and he will show you how the Google tools integrate here.
Yeah, thank you, Alisa. So I hope you can see everything. So yeah, now we are here in the Google Hangouts chat. We use the chat very intensively at Seibert Media. Most of the communication takes place in our chat rooms of our teams, like, for example, corporate communication, or in thematic chat rooms, like for projects, or just like or maybe here, like sport chat, or yeah, like in this case, in one-to-one chats. And to come back to Alisa's message, if I had the time right now, I could start a video meeting right here in the chat with one click and yeah, exchange the ideas with her immediately. But I'd rather do this later. So I'm looking for an appointment where we both have time. And therefore I open the Google Calendar. And now I see only my calendar, but also the team marketing calendar. Some of our teams use team calendars to keep track of the presence and absence of team members. For example, when trainees and students are at school and who have birthday or is on vacation. But now I want to make an appointment with Alisa. I can do that by typing her name right here on the left, or as you can see, I get her suggested. And if I click on Alisa, I see her calendar with my own. And here we can see from these lines that Alisa's working hours are from 8 AM to 4 PM. That means I already know that it makes no sense to make an appointment with her after 4 PM. And so now I can simply find a free slot and click into it, maybe tomorrow. And yeah, I could just click directly on save and I'm done, because a Google Meet link is automatically generated and added to the appointment. But of course, I can still change the title of the appointment or other informations, add other guests to our appointment and so on. Yeah, but now I can click on save. Now I can choose whether Alisa should get a notification via email. And then I could simply click on the appointment at a certain time and open the Google Meet right from here. Yeah, in this meeting, we would now discuss what we still have to prepare for the webinar and take another look at our site in the intranet. And here we would now see that we still have to fill out an input query for the webinar. This is a document in which we should write down the title and the content of the webinar, the contact persons, and so on. And we have received this request from outside via email. So for this, I open Gmail, which we use as an email client. And yeah, actually, we at Seibert Media use email now only for external communication. Internally, we only get maybe notifications from the tools we use, like the Linchpin intranet or Jira, for example. But internally, we only forward emails from external people to colleagues, and we only use the Google chat, the microblog or mentions in the Google document or on the intranet pages for communication. So I have the email with a webinar query here, and yeah, I can now open the actual query, which is a Word document right here with one click without even having to open the email. And if I click on the Word document now, I get the content displayed directly. Also, I don't have Word installed on my PC. So since we now want to fill out the document together, I can now open it easily in Google Docs and then share it with Alisa. So this takes a moment to convert. So, and now I can share it with Alisa in the chat, for example. And now we can fill out this document together. In the upper right corner, you can see that Alisa has opened the document, and I can see her cursor and what she's writing. So we can fill out this document together now. And yeah, this has the advantage that we can really work on it together at the same time, like on a Confluence page. And otherwise, I would have had to download the Word document, then I would have filled in a little bit, then send it to Alisa, then she would have filled in a little bit and sent it to me again. And yeah, you already noticed that this is very annoying and costs unnecessary time. So if we had filled out the form, I could release it to the guys from No Cabin Fever and via email, and I can choose if they can edit it or just comment it or only view it. And yeah, so if I had done this and we are done with filling out the form, I could also easily add it to the site for documentation in our intranet. So I just have to edit the page. And for that purpose, we can use some macros to add or integrate a Google Drive folder or only a Google Drive file, like now this one. So I can choose the size and then save the page. And now we can view the information of the document directly here on the intranet page without leaving the intranet. And yeah, we could also edit it directly here in the page. And we also integrated the webinar slides before, which I can also simply look at directly here. And this has the advantage that our colleagues can view all the information centrally too on this page and can therefore prepare a possible next webinar much easier and faster with the help of our information. Yeah, so this is exactly how a day goes by when we work together on tasks. Of course, depending on the task, we also use other tools that help us, such as Jira. And yeah, we thank you for your attention. and hope to have given some of you some ideas how to work together from your home office. You can access the Google Drive yourself via the link seibert.biz/homeoffice-guide. And if you want to test the tools we just showed you and simply use them for your current situation, you can generate a free trial of the Linchpin intranet via the website linchpinintranet.com, and also start a 30-day test of the Google GSuite via gsuite.seibert-media.com, or of course simply contact us. So yeah, this was our day in the home office.
Thank you very much, Alisa and Max. So if there's any question from the audience, please use the Q&A box at the bottom of the Zoom window, and Alisa and Max will be happy to answer your questions. Could we see the backend of Linchpin, a little how it is configured? Can you answer that live, Max or Alisa?
Yes, I can quickly jump into the configuration. I will share my screen again. So when I jump into the general Confluence configuration, we have a first steps dashboard, and from there you can access all the configuration of the single Linchpin modules. So there are different points where you can configure, for example, news, the microblog, and everything. I could, for example, dashboard washing, that's the one I just showed you. And when I edit this, you can see it's just a normal Confluence page. And on this page, there are different Linchpin macros we used. There are cover stories, and in the cover stories, there are the news. And we have the event list next to it. And we used some other teasers to make it look a bit more friendly and colorful. And the microblog is also a macro. And yeah, so we added a lot of functionality to Confluence that can be configured in every single module. So, but if you want to learn more about one of those macros or of Linchpin in general, how to configure it, you can contact us anytime.
Thank you very much, Alisa. Are there any more questions? Okay, then, well, thank you everyone for tuning in today to Know Cabin Fever Today with Max and Alisa from Seibert Media. And we hope to see you back tomorrow at the same time for a talk by Adam Such from Sonatype, Automate or Die, DevSecOps in the age of software supply chain attacks. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.